Anyways, let's get the question. So, Ruin, what you guys missed yesterday on stream, I beat the, what was this thing? It was the S tier Fallen Machine Ruin that I think it's always going to be 6 levels or 7 levels above you or something.
Back to sleep with you.
Back to sleep with you, as Clap said. Yeah, this thing. I dusted it. It's gone. It did take me 3 attempts in total. I beat it on the 3rd try. I got the dodge for it. A fun fight though. Won't lie. Actually, it was a fun fight. I was like, yes, I want more of this. I'm very curious to see how this game plays on Final Fantasy mode, like the New Game Plus. I feel like that's just what it really is just meant to be on. So today we're going back and we're going to do some of these side quests that opened up after our last stream. Which were a good deal. I didn't even know some of these were threads. That was the one fight of the devs show. Yeah, they showed Maximilian dude playing it. And back then I was like, oh wow, that looks like that's a pretty cool boss fight. Actually doing it, I'm like, it was okay. It was okay. It's probably more interesting the more abilities you have. Because you can still approach it in like different ways, right? And so my main thing is I do rush down. I do a lot of rush down. So for me, it was like,
Clive,
get him. You know.
Get my letter.
That's why I'm here.
What?
Otto won't be listening.
Is he okay?
Is this better?
Why are we whispering? What?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders.
We're in debt?
It may be my fault.
Okay, this is what I want.
I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but
bro,
it's going to take some time.
Bro,
and
I'm not lending you no money.
I need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
What do we even pay?
What a surprise.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt.
Dang. Been trying to bankrupt.
And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha.
Martha?
And the dame.
The dame?
And, well, Lady Karen.
That's like...
But only 500 talents.
What does that even mean?
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends...
5 million? What the...
Gil.
Well,
each.
5
million each.
You done fucked up, bro.
That's the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the Hideaway, you see? And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Bro, that's not how life works.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you.
Otto, don't do this to yourself.
This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't.
Wow.
We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
I come from money.
But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there
Mm.
anything I can do to help?
No, I ain't got no 15 mil.
How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
What kind of services do I need to do for them?
Rocks.
Rocks?
He says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
What kind of crack is he selling?
Sid and I set aside for when times got lean.
Wait.
I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
We're selling rocks?
They will be.
What kind of rocks?
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, Arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Chad, I'm just gonna put it this way.
Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Yes. Okay. This is a perfect example of.
I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure
side
Karen
quest I
will
want.
understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Dang, no, I don't think she'll understand. But best of luck to you, dude. Like straight up, chat. That's what I'm talking about. That's more the dialogue I wanted. Are we a dealer now? Yeah, I guess so. We've taken these stone rubies over to some places. We're transporting precious jewelry. Oh, here's Jewel. Here's Jewel right here. Here's Jill. Jill, what are you doing? Clive, why are you staring at her like that? Okay, what is she looking at? That's a view, I guess. Jill?
Impressive, isn't it? I can't wait to see how the rest of the vessel looks.
Yeah. We'll just wheel and deal. This is what Soul taught me to do back in Dragon Age. Karen, what's up?
I got your note.
Everyone left me notes.
So
that's right.
Read. Congratulations.
Yes, I can read,
I didn't
lady.
say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them.
Maybe they're not
Didn't
good
like
anymore.
him, which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else.
Something
Not been
else.
working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
Torgo, do you feel stressed?
Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
Do you? I'll let you rest.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
Maybe he needs
That's
to go
what the
back to
lawsman seems to think.
the frost.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Dang.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Ruin, I've got to like reset my
The nobleman who visited.
I was gonna call them gambits, but I've got to reset my abilities because that darn tornado. It's so cloudy. You can't see anything on the screen. I've never seen an ability cover so much of the screen where you can't see what's happening, but that ability, whew, you ain't seeing anything
Lawsman,
for a
I
while.
need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
Huh.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within.
When graphics
And
get
I
in the
see
way
no
of
reason why a
gameplay, real.
frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require
He needs
additional
more?
nourishment to sustain,
He needs big bones? Bigger bones?
it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient.
He's a growing dog,
Frostwolves,
chat.
after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
Antelopes? Really?
some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't
chaos
recall
are you
ever seeing
causing?
any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so,
Back to Crescenda?
it seems like a good
Cressida?
place to start.
Good
Back to
hunting,
Cressida?
Clive.
Really? Ruin, why would you do that? Why? You know, Microsoft can't buy anything else. I don't think they literally can buy anything else for X years. There has to be a cooldown on this because maybe Sony, yes, or yeah, maybe Sony. Heck, maybe Nintendo decides to do something crazy. Surprise us all. 3 years later, Nintendo buys some publisher. Can we need you to stop buying publishers, Microsoft? Look, man, they need more games. They need more games for Game Pass. So eventually, they can have a Netflix where all you have are all the stuff they offer. They don't even have to pay for licenses anymore. Just how genius is that?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft.
Is that not just a weird monopoly?
Even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
But yeah,
Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something.
Karen showed you something.
Something I've never seen before.
Why is he sounding so ominous?
A sword.
A sword?
Odd-looking thing with a single edge blade.
That's
the
it?
metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it.
Well, he
You could
gets...
slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
Dang.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could
make
make
me
curse
one.
breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that.
Distracted with them
But I can't
swords.
say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
We just talked to Karen. Oh, we gotta talk to her about where the sword came from. Yeah, Emily, like I think what's gonna happen is it's just gonna be Sony has to actually end up buying publishers as well. Maybe one of the Chinese investors becomes a publisher. I got no clue. Either way, it's gonna be a digital future where there's gonna be 2 to 3 major publishers. They all got consolidated, and you gotta have a streaming service for each of them. And we're back to square one right here. Honestly, I wouldn't care if Microsoft would just get out the actual console business, like actually making the box. I don't think they really care about the box anymore. I don't feel like they need to make a box. Just at this point, you bought a publisher, you publish anyways. You say you just want to be on everything, just be a publisher. Just be a games publisher. That's it. You don't need to make the hardware. You literally don't have to make the hardware. I feel like the hardware is like some weird thing that they're sticking to. Like they just have to stick to the hardware. Yeah, they need a delivery method for if you don't have a TV, if you don't have internet, it's the non-internet delivery method. The non-internet delivery method.
Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes.
Like
But I need
Gamefly.
to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are?
Girl?
Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric.
Eccentric?
If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Okay. Like these, I don't know what it is, but these quests seem just like a lot more fun to me. They feel like a little bit more involved than the previous quest. Like I'm actually like, okay, I'm kind of
Is that the thing
like
Tomes
this kind of area of quest. Finally,
told
you
me
know,
she was building a ship.
70% of the way to the game. But I don't know, Frank. Like I said, I just think they use it because they have it. I don't think they can get away from it. But you literally, you know, if you don't have internet, that's what their box is for now. I would say it's probably the last thing on their mind. They could probably make a subpar box if they wanted. Oh, they do have one. It's called the S, isn't it? Literally, even my friend is like, we hate developing for the S. Every report just goes, no one likes developing for the S. It's like developing for a halfway last gen system. It's like, why do we have to make this thing a thing? But it's affordable, right? It's affordable. But in the future, you know, they're like, hey, we want you on, you know, as long as you have internet, you're good. If you don't, buy our Xbox YZ or something. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. Someone needs to Gretchen them. What does that mean? Gretchen them. Stop trying to make the S happen. I don't even. The thing is I don't think they pour anything into the S anymore. It's there. It's just a SKU that they won't kill off. Cause they know it's the easiest. It's like what, $200, chat? $250? How much is that thing? You're looking at like paying for a Switch. Everyone's like, oh. Are you on the hunt for a Bomb King Kupo? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. It's 300 new. If they're not killing it off, then they're profiting from it, yeah. At the expense of Dev's going, we hate this thing. Why the heck does it exist? I guess because they have to make their current game run on, like, they're, you know, a PS5 game / Xbox Series X game run on the lower hardware specification when they're like, hey, we're not developing for last gen, and this is like a midway step up from last gen. So the soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but it was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was nearly 10 times the size of, okay, Cursebreaker, wrong, aiming for the Imperial chase, took the wrong turn into a nearby wood. Within she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, the Croc and Sanbrick. Sanbrick was over this stuff. Oh, we still can't actually go to this area. Holy crap. I love how there's an area we still can't go to. The desert is full of those, though. Cape. Riders. Should be over here if I remember. I mean, that's where the ruins were. Chat, there's a... Oh, God, the Veil has another task? Ah, fudge. Oh, fudge. There was a... Alright, we're stocking up, chat. Oh, right here. Hold up. Ah, right here. Okay. They cut the FPS in half, targeting 1080p, and hope it survives. The S is the ultra performance mode without any of the benefits. It sounds like, why would I do this? Like, why would I do this? Okay, so one of this is for homie.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
This is for Otto. We run them crystal rocks, them crick rocks. I've been watching some Amazon dramas, Chad. Every summer for whatever reason. I'm telling y'all sleeping on the Amazon dramas sometimes. They have some good stuff. I've been watching The Peripheral, which has been pretty good, and then I've been watching I think it's called The Power, not Power. Power is the Netflix movie. And then also I've been finishing up Carnival Row. which finally they subbed, or not subbed, they allowed the dubbed version here first for like a whole 6 months, and then they're like, oh, here's the English version. I'm like, the native language is English. Can I just get my native language? Because I did enjoy the first season of that one. So I've been watching those three just kind of like off and on. And that, they like over the years they've had some good stuff. And Soul's taught me about some stuff too. That have just been pretty good.
Milady.
They're good to come back once a year.
Gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
Apple's probably like even less than a year. Apple honestly I feel like is the new HBO, like what HBO was, right? And but at the same time they have a lot more highbrow, I guess. I mean, I feel like theirs is very highly curated, so they don't have as much, but hopefully what you're watching is going to be a little bit more intriguing to you, or even more sophisticated, in the concepts and everything. Amazon is like the next tier down somewhere, but all their shows have really good production value. I have to say, Amazon, they have not skipped on their production value. So imagine some backwoods southern town. You're gonna, yeah. Explain the peripheral. It's a really interesting concept. I was like, okay.
My. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
It's worth 15 mil.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
That thing really cost 5 mil?
Me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Girl, aim for that. I got other
Tell Otto
interests.
he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing. Nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
Wow, you kind of cracking smiles, man.
It is rather fetching, isn't it?
Isn't it? It is. It is,
Very
girl.
well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
Wait, Otto had a son?
But you
what?
and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Okay, new info.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Huh. Something new about Otto. That's nice. Yeah, Frank, The Boys. Shoot, man, every time The Boys comes out, I just go, oh God, let me prepare myself, and then go, let's go. Yeah, The Boys, and then Invincible. The same shock factor, but yeah, Amazon, they get what they get, and they make sure it's like,
What am I gonna do without sweet
for the
water
most
all
part,
the
you're gonna get good production, and you're gonna get a good. Sometimes they have like good stories that just don't, like, you wonder who's actually watching, like if people are watching sometimes. Just reading about machine learning product manager job posting at Netflix. 309 to 900. That's a huge gap. 900K a year. Jeez Louise. What the heck? What the heck? Jeez. I didn't know you could. Huh. Chat, where are we going? Oh, we're going this way. Fly, Ambrosia, fly! Looking for dragon bones. Oh, yeah, I did say that. Oh, what the heck? Ambrosia, we're in a bush. Here we go. There we did not go to before. Go straight road? Oh, wow.
No need to ride from here.
Interesting. Okay, I swear this thing, whatever it is, supposed to be here though. There's a hunt that's supposed to trigger here. It's not triggered yet. Work with some great product folks. Don't get me wrong, but product managers' responsibilities can't be worth more than 150K. Oof. At 150K, chat, I don't know what I'd be doing. Oh, the croc? Over here. Ah, right here. Okay, okay. The one who makes decisions about what a product should do based on what users want and what will make the most money. Huh. Yeah, sometimes I ask myself, like, could I be like cut out for a manager type job of any sort? And big bomb. Big bomb. Big king bomb.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Hey. Time not to see anything on this screen. We can't see it, chat. Oh, you got the dope.
Nice try.
Oh, we got the team on it. You got the team on with it now. Oh, this is that classic bomb shit. Okay. You know what I just realized? Yeah, it's a fun move to watch on screen, but then I'm just like, let's just let that move go off screen. It's so fun to watch on screen, but I'm like, yeah, you can't even see nothing on it. Eventually, I'll take it back off again. It tickles me when I see it. is more for integrating into. So I think most of everyone here is in tech, right? At this point in my life, I still can't fathom Emily making 100K.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the axe.
Also, those things are weak to electricity.
This looks like
I
the
guess,
stuff.
or something. I feel like electricity
Let's
works
see if
pretty
there's
well.
any more.
Like I'm so far bottom of the barrel bucket that it's like
That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
he can fetch it himself. Damn. That man said if he wants more, he can fetch that junk himself. That was a little bit too much for me. Slaying Elder and Crescenda. Oh man, he said take that dude somewhere else. I don't need that crap in my life. Oh my goodness. We have to do Crescenda and then we have to do... There's no good way to get to Crescenda. Let's do Crescenda first. Frank, you're an analyst for an energy company? That sounds pretty hype. Why? There's a part of my brain that still thinks I'm making 600 a month on hourly. I don't even think I'm making 600 a month on hourly. But again, like, tech is crazy. Like, anyone in the tech field. Yeah, anyone in tech field, like, that's just, it's crazy how much. It's crazy how much, I mean, I hope you're never lacking for anything or feel like you're lacking for stuff, you know. 600 a month is 7K a year. I bet you're making more than that. I hope to God I am. I hope so. Okay, I am. I
Right.
dare to say how much more or less I'm making though. Honestly, like living in where I live, anytime I look for a job, it's just like, oh, like.
Well, it's certainly quiet.
A lot.
If I were a giant antelope,
missing a whole
seem like
lot
just the place.
on my salary for, I guess, my age and where I am and what I'm doing and everything.
I doubt
That's a
we'll
nice
find one bigger
giant-
than that.
All right, let's do it again.
Hungry, Torgal?
Everybody get knocked up into. Everything's just chaotically dying.
Yeah.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
Are you all alive? I can't see. And Mr. Antelope, I can't see.
It's over. You're finished.
Okay, there we go. Fun meeting time. Have a good meeting, Frank. But you know, it is kind of like, I feel like some foreigners in Japan, it's just like, for a long time I would always ask myself like, oh yeah, am I making what I'm supposed to make? Am I making close to normal? Sometimes I check and sometimes I wouldn't, just because there is a little bit less that we do make. Honestly, I'm pretty sure. Ruin is on that good day off, good week off actually. Here you go, Torgal. Have a bone. That's not as big of a bone as I was hoping for, Torgal. I was hoping.
That answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Does this mean we have to hunt antelope for you all day, every day? You need antelope? Yeah, it's kind of weird because like I feel like I don't have like any want for anything in terms of like I'm not lacking. if that makes sense. I'm living comfortably. And you're right, like the transportation there, it's like there's a trade-off, but if I could just take up at least, I would say 2 pay upgrades here. If I did 2 pay upgrades, one, I know I'd just be like, what am I doing with all this money? 2 would be like, okay, I really should have a family now, because I don't know what I really am doing with all this money. I need to have something. I need to have something. If there was a second pay upgrade. The tier.
Clive,
the tier 3
we
sub.
weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Have a star ruby. It fell from the sky, like Tears of the Kingdom.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid...
Yo! Neko, what's up?
Welcome, Raiders. Enjoy your stay at the Trickster Village.
Welcome, everyone. Everyone redeems award just us. Oh, man. How are you doing, Neko? What's up? What's up with you? How have you been? And what were you playing? Shouts to Neko. Have a wonderful game. Yeah, thanks for dropping off the... I don't know why I would say the Neko... Thanks for dropping off your chat as well. Yeah, I think you're always about to eat dinner around this time, so have a wonderful dinner. I'll still be streaming if you're gonna get back on, but hopefully you have an awesome dinner. Dinner's my favorite. Well, lunch is my favorite meal, but dinner's also a pretty good one too. Breakfast is pretty wild.
Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome neither. That and you keep good company.
Do
I
all
suppose
of
I do.
Does everyone kind of have a crush on Clive? Everyone admits Clive
we want
is...
to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
So weird science, I'm guessing, is... Aww. Okay, and we still have this one over here. We're going through these quests. We're going through the quest. I think I'm going to start doing the groceries again, chat. My online grocery shopping.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Oh, he doesn't have a... I was going to be like, oh, he doesn't have a quest marker on his head.
Is gone.
Usually always a quest marker on someone's head.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Oh.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please,
I mean...
allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's
Not
never
lying.
been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Seems like he's just got a little temper tantrum 24/7. 24/7 temper tantrum. I don't know if that's enigmatic or not, but he's...
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin.
We're going back to get him, aren't we?
The innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
I keep the sword.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within
take
my
it back
power
and
to
look at it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough.
Okay.
Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them.
Bed?
Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell.
And best of
luck.
So chat, there's a couple cool things that Twitch actually is kind of... Twitch is making like good changes more frequently than not, and it's actually kind of one of those like weird things like, oh, they're changing some more stuff, but for the better. We're not used to this. You can now set up alerts on your for point redeems to appear on your stream. And, you know, that would be something like even for Sing or any of the stuff that I have here. For me, I just want to do it for like game redeem probably, because that's a pretty big one to appear on the screen. But it is nice because usually I'm looking at the stream. I'm looking at like the chat window typically to see, oh, okay, you know, when someone redeems something. But if it pops up on screen, that's pretty cool. And it lets everyone else know that, hey, you know, something has been redeemed. So. So I'm kind of curious to kind of mess around with that a little bit. And the same thing with, I think when an ad is about to run, it's supposed to say, and I might have to go into the ad settings, but it's supposed to say in chat like, hey, an ad is about to run. Or it's supposed to let the mod know, and they can actually like choose to delay the ad or to like stop the ad, you know, one of the two, skip it or pause it, which is something that only creators used to be able to do in their dashboard. And I don't have my dashboard open on stream. Like, let's face it, I don't have it open on stream. Let's say it's over here, yeah. Am I really gonna throw another tornado on? I might throw another tornado on somebody. These poor humans. Still so much. Here they are. So Ruin likes to play this with a little bit more finesse. I'm a little bit more reckless. Just open the dashboard. What's 1 or 7 more tabs? Okay. Chrome using OBS. I feel like my it's just gonna be like, it's gonna shut down. It's gonna shut down real quick. Yeah. I feel like it's gonna like just shut down. Oh. Slay the enemies?
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
You can try. Wow, okay. Totally missed. Oh, I forgot. You know, let's do it. I don't mind getting hit anymore. It's just over in the background doing whatever it does. And that's in that block, that counter.
Too slow.
I'm like, yeah.
Nice try.
It's just so hard to like be patient in this game now. But it is fun though. Like when you do the counter, that counter is really satisfying. I'm not gonna lie.
This must be Ignac's luggage.
I'm gonna have to mess around with a little bit more.
Nothing seems to be damaged. All right, let's get it back to Delamil.
In a weird way, Ruin, I've somewhat gotten bored of the combat because maybe I've had the same 4 icons for too long, and three mainly. Yo, what up, Kenny? Normal size. A real good time. Hey, what's up, Kenny? What's good? What's good?
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
You ready for that work? Hopefully the week's been pretty good for you.
Suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that.
Wow, okay, we should not make jokes about I would have sold a person to go buy an object. What the heck? Okay, excuse me? Dude, that's not okay. She drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her this dude over here to get my hands on that sword.
It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twin.
Notice how his homeboy didn't even blink.
And is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They
maybe let's
no
not.
Combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow.
It's a one-hit sword?
Brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
And he likes
the final stone
10,000 licks.
lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
Oh no,
Why,
chat.
when it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered, take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
He just joked about selling you, man.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count. But only one do I consider my nemesis.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Unk himself.
And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
That's a nice twist.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
Radim, you could have been sold. My goodness. Don't say he.
His lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern.
Yeah, he means well.
Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
You sure you don't want to come to the hideaway with us? Seem like you might be in a potential territory to be. You might want to come on over.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
I'm just saying, Chad. I was like, excuse me? There is one area. Is it the docks? You know what? It might have. You know what? It was that area. I think we've done everything. Okay. Now we can kind of turn everything in. I think there's some of these are, I guess, like the third part of the quest chain. So with the blacksmith, yeah, with everyone. Okay, let's go talk with Lady Charon first.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
We found bigger bones.
You could say that.
You got to start killing big antelope now. Torgal's a growing boy. Needs his big bone food.
Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right. No need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Here, have an elder antelope femur. Short of slaying a behemoth, a coral, a bison, a minotaur, or an adamantoise, one would be hard pressed to find a larger leg bone. If this does not satisfy Torgal's ancestral hunger, chances are nothing will. Big boy.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
We were on our way to see Tomes? I guess we are. Quest 3. It's crazy because I have a feeling some of these are going to reopen up for like the fourth leg of them or something. I don't know. Oh no, chat.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Charon sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
I do.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely
Got Torgal woke.
A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone.
Oh, so why does he actually...
While the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Torgal like me?
That in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid.
That is true.
In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, He's more than an ally.
Torgal is probably the best character in this game. No one can hate Torgal, chat. Dog has done some amazingly nice stuff for everybody. Chat, I just realized I have 174,000 gold. Oh, slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Tomes, you need some knowledge, bro?
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? You know, I sometimes forget to study it.
We gotta go talk to Mid about making an airship, too. Oh my goodness. If it's not one thing, it's the other thing, chat. Whatever reason, my PS5 said, slow down. Whoa ho ho. Alright, Blacksmith.
Sorry for the wait.
This is for you.
But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than...
Get you the whetstone for it. Yeah. You look at that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Like they're having a silent conversation.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it. If that swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece.
Pretty crazy concept.
No point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something to consider.
Yeah.
And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the
he's
Outer
thinking,
Isles.
chat.
I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age. And I'll still be here when you're long gone.
Or, okay.
Hey, thanks, Clive.
Yeah,
I mean it. I owe you one.
Let it be known we're going early, chat.
It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it.
Thank you,
Come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right.
If I don't have the materials right now, story locked. Blacksmith's Blades Blues, Part 2. The Excalibur design draft. Okay. We've got ourselves Excalibur recipe. May it be pretty awesome. Let's talk to him.
What's that for you, dear?
We do. We have the high. We've done all the hunts up until now. 268 goes up by 18. Yeah. Yeah, we can do it, chat. The bomb ember. Yeah, you know what I realized, Ruin? There's no armor in this game. I don't know why. I just realized you don't craft armor. Craft like I guess you'd have like a belt, like a sash, a belt, and like some gauntlets, some cuffs. But yeah, there's no like actual armor sets in this game. Huh.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
I don't know why I just realized this, Ruin. Like,
anything else?
Where are they at? What does this sword look like? Is there customization? No, there's not really any customization. It really is just, an action RPG, but I don't know. I was just like just hit me like, oh, yeah, that doesn't exist. Who needs that? Just hit things. Honestly, sometimes I'm just like hitting things. Just go full action at this point.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Does it have different outfits you could wear? Yo, Ruin, your boy Kenny, did you like 15? Don't.
Boat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that.
I tried my best.
I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope
Ruin?
you have better luck than I did.
This technically isn't done yet. I don't attack people for liking 13 or 15. Good, because you're. Ruin's like, I don't attack people in general, bro. But I just want to let it be known. Ruin has let me know he don't care for that 13. I just never will like either one. I still stand by 13's combat. That's it. I stand by 13's combat. Combat, everyone. And the character designs.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt
15
for the
I do want to play
Bonash
though.
going?
I have it here.
Now your bomb ash. Your bomb ash.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too.
Well, he
Enough
sounds...
to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Oh, man. That was D coming in to say, wow, Ruin. I can't believe it. What's up, D? How's it going?
The Telemon Alembic. And it works
Hey, what's going on? I kind of want to go back to karaoke chat. Y'all saw Root posted the karaoke in the Discord when we were out on Saturday. No, it was Sunday at the barbecue. Yeah. Root posted the Discord and he was like, "Yeah, man, he's not gonna be streaming the night. He's out here with the karaoke." One of my other friends is like, "Yeah, I really want to go back to karaoke." I'm like, "I do too. We need to get some more songs. We gotta get some more songs, you know."
It's like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I can work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
You can upgrade the size of my bag?
We happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
Sure.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
This guy creeps me out a little bit. He's too happy when I handed him bomb materials, and then now he's like, I want to increase your bag. Increase your bag size, chat.
Well, what you reckon?
I'm saying.
It certainly feels more flexible.
Clive's face is like,
told you.
Thank you.
Flexible.
I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag.
You don't rub anything on my bag ever again.
There's plenty more where that came from.
Do you see what I mean, chat? This dude. What is he? Bruh, he is in it. He's in it for the weird science moniker. There's definitely something else to it. I got a treated potion satchel. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory amount. Okay, good. We can have more than 3. Inventory has been increased. It is kind of interesting that it is 70% of the game, or essentially 70% of the ways through, we have increased potions now. 4 to 6, 3 to 4 for high potions. Tonics are 1 apiece, so. Crazy.
Wish I could take one of our birds.
Oh, I gotta take the final one to Karen. That's right. She's the final one. That's right. So once we get to Karen, I think all the side quests will be done for this part. I think. And I do want to check really quickly the map for the desert. Chat, this desert is kind of dumb. A lot of it's locked off. Yeah, it's still locked off. There's this one path I wanted to go down. I guess technically 2 paths. Okay, 2 paths. Just a note, I replayed 13 and 13-2 earlier this year, Trix. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself? Can we actually go over here, chat? Oh gosh, are we gonna do I do this, chat? Do we do this? No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I tried to play Lightning Returns too. I actually do want to play Lightning Returns. I've tried to yo, what up, Ferret?
Lady Karen.
But I can only buy it.
Tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
In Japanese, like the Japanese version from Steam
I
here.
don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil.
How's your leg feeling?
Just a talent or two in the Hardaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's good.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much.
She knew.
Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce.
Who?
You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
Oh, her.
Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Gotcha, Karen. So your foot isn't infected. That's good anymore. But there's still a spot.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Still hurts. Makes me feel like I walk weird. Oh.
Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Otto said, no. The nerve. I can't believe he... Maybe you...
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I gotta get back to chat in a second. About to learn some info here.
Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day,
beautiful.
I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, We sat up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
So that makes sense.
My family were the ones who summoned the constable.
Dang, this family turned his son in?
Taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Once again proving Sid is a G. Was a G. What in the world? Oh, did this end up with the flashback story of the founding?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
He's alive again, chat. He's alive again.
It can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
In the past. Darn it. Light it up. Where's your crystal at? Taya looks so tired.
But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall.
Dang, I didn't think we were gonna get a nice little intro. What nice little thing right there. That was nice. Gotta say. Let me pause before this goes on. This is a nice scene. Wait, okay, hold up. We're gonna finish the scene. And we're gonna talk. Then we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it. Well, we're gonna talk to chat.
Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
It turns out to be a whole movie.
That lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This
His
is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Short and simple. Short and very simple.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
Oh.
He should have bloody well said so then.
Oh, dang.
Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Someone needs a hug. You wanna give him a hug? I don't need a hug, chat.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shove people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Oh, doing a great job, Otto. Don't worry about it. I mean, minus that doofus. Oh, wait, why are they counting so rudimentary?
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
This goes in the collectibles, I think.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Wow, that was nice.
Already have.
That was honestly like a really nice moment. That was legit a nice moment right there, chat. I give him kudos for that. That was a good moment. We got Sid's goblet to be displayed in the chambers. Okay, so catching back on chat right here. So maybe I can check and see if FF13 is on Game Pass here. It is different per region, so it may or may not be there. Hopefully it is. I have 13.2 back there on PS3, but I don't know if I'll ever really hook it up to play it. But yeah, I can get 13.2 here on Steam just fine in English, but for whatever reason, 13.3 is it's just the Japanese version. And unless I feel like really going into 13, like, oh man, I love 13.2, but to continue 13.3, but I would like to finish the whole story one day. That would be nice. They removed 13 and 13. Oh, okay, from Game Pass. I played them before they did. Oh, okay. Then tried 3. It's kind of interesting in some ways. You know, I don't know how 3 plays, but it was just a single player RPG kind of action game-ish, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, like a rudimentary version. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we had, you could easily say like those games had to kind of fail in a way for 16 really to be kind of the way it is, and for us to appreciate it as much as we do, and especially 7 remake. 7 remake I think is probably still, I would say, my favorite combat, just because it gives you the best of both worlds. And maybe to me, RPG is like thinking a little bit like what I want to do next. Sometimes that's a little bit fun. It's a long road. It's a long road, and they've had the mobile game as well. That was a similar take on stagger systems and everything, and ATB. I think all of it just, it was a long road, but we finally got to somewhat of an intersection where maybe they can kind of choose where they want to go. They're taking some feedback on this game now. That's what I heard. And D, by the way, oh yeah, I remember your games did come in, and they were totally worth it. Now I have an image that you beat 3 games in a week. Sorry, it was like what, God of War 1 and 2, Sly Cooper, and then what was the last one? Was it Jak and Daxter? It was Jak and Daxter. Did you beat them all in a week? The crazy question. You ended up beating them all in a week. All good classic picks. I have to get PS Plus to get Sly Cooper. That's the one I want to play. I still have no interest in Jak and Daxter outside of the first one. I think the first one is probably like fun and funny enough. That series just got darker and darker as it keeps going for whatever reason. Yeah, but D is on a mix to I wanted to start from the beginning. Yeah, D, how many because you did all the Ratchet and Clanks, right, for PS2 now as well? Because I remember you bought those before. And so the question is are you going to get a PS3 once you finish all the PS2 parts of the series? Will you then invest in the PS3? Or I don't think any of them are locked specifically to PS3 except for that one game we found. I don't even know what that was. Well, I guess, it still might be cheaper if you don't want to pay for like PS Now or some PS Plus Essentials Plus Premium. All you have is Going Commando for Ratchet & Clank? Okay. They do have the remake. And I don't even, D, I don't actually remember what the tier for PS Plus, not PS Plus, but if all of the Ratchet and Clank PS3 games are on PS4. Yeah, I think it's PS Plus Premium. I think it's called PS Plus Premium. It could be PS Plus Premium Essentials. I have no clue, but I think it's premium. But yeah, the whole Crack in Time series. Those are 3 more games, and I don't know if those were ever. I think they're on PS4. I want to say they are, but those are PS3 games, so who knows? That PS3 backwards compatibility, chat, it's some weird thing, right? Like, you got to give Microsoft credit where credit's due. They spent a long time buffing up their
How may I help you today, Clive?
Their backwards compatibility roster,
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
It was rough but playable. Really? I thought they were all pretty good. They ran smooth. But I mean, there's is it 3 or 4? Ratchet. Oh, so there's for PS Now. I had a friend who gave me a free trial for it, and I used it once for Dead Space 3, and then it was okay. But yeah, it's not like the preferred way to play at that time, for sure at that time. What was it though? Yeah, it's Crack in Time, Quest for Booty. There's the multiplayer one. Is it All for One or something? There's that one. Tools of Destruction. And I can't remember the very last one. I think Crack in Time is the last one. Tools of Destruction is the first one. Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, which is a DLC technically. Yeah, Crack in Time's the last one. And I don't remember the in-between one. And then there's the multiplayer one. And then they remade the first game for PS4. And then we have where we are now. Yeah, Sly is kind of crazy why they won't revive it. Which Sly is Sucker Punch, so we know they won't revive it because they're on Ghost of Tsushima Part 2 or whatever that one is. Whatever. When we get there, we'll find that out. But that's why, Oh snap! The Curse Breakers here.
All hail the Fairy Lord, Drippy.
Hey Shell, you got a new nickname now. We're pretty sure you're the Curse Breaker. When I've literally been in 3 meetings this morning. Oh my goodness! And Frank hasn't come back from his meeting yet, actually. So welcome back. Hopefully that no one stabbed you in the back, no one threw something at you, or no one just walked you in and say, "Hey, you're on this project." Hopefully none of that happened this morning. And if it did, you threw it right back at him and said, "No." Ha 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 ha. Probably started work an hour and change ago. It's been good, bad. Ruin's been like, yo, man, it's been good, man. It's been good, man. I had to go to work today, man. You can go to work all week. It's been good. I'm enjoying this vacation. Emily was making something. Tea, I believe. I was making tea. Okay, so my response is a little behind, but okay. I was like, Emily's making tea. I need to buy some oatmeal, chat. Need to buy some oatmeal. And some tea. Sid's High Cleric's medallion. The goddess Grieger teaches us that to walk with the wretched is an act of greater good. If we are to accept this truth, then one could not rightly call he who follows this path an outlaw.
Here you are. All done?
All done, Desiree, or Desire, or what's your name? Desiree desires me. Sorry, that was the wrong way of putting that, chat. No, Desiree does not desire me, okay?
She was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tom's helped to build?
Get your fiber? Yeah, I'm trying to get my fiber. I started back to buying my bananas again, chat. I love my bananas. Anything that may pull my teeth out, though, I've kind of decided no more potentially pulling my teeth out anymore. No, unless I cut apples into slices. What in the world are you supposed to... Well, this must come in that New Game Plus. In that New Game Plus, chat. But I'm glad you're out of the meeting, Shell. I figured you might be busy. I was like, oh man, where's Shell? I think I had the same. So whenever Shell thinks about Ruin and goes, where's Ruin at? I usually go, where's Shell at? In my head. But hopefully you all are, yeah, everyone's just doing pretty good, hopefully. I hope everyone's doing pretty good. And we're finally on the main quest again.
Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she?
Finally.
That girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive.
Wait. She ran away?
Born yesterday or something? There is no thing.
I'm not a parent.
She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
No, she did take off.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Chase the child. Yeah, we did her fetch quest. She dipped. She gave us these half-run looking generator engine things. Organization 13 member right here. Boatman.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep.
Running Twitter.
In a boat. Going that way.
Point at least, sir.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
Oh, so we...
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. Okay. The friend I mentioned, not only agreed to share the contents of his strong box with us, but his considerable knowledge of the ongoings in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canaveran. I was going to read it so well. Authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pin you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two. Gonna borrow Gav for a moon or two? That he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impeding attack. I trust you that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
We're going back to the university town. We've never been there before, chat.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It,
seems like that.
Seems that way.
Well,
yeah.
Nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Dang.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun.
No, it
Everyone
wasn't.
pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
All right, Emily.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Kids running away. Yeah, Shell, hopefully. Hopefully so. There hasn't been any issues. I have no clue what happened yesterday. I really don't. I did not restart my router. The only thing I did do was just drop the bit rate, which honestly it's been high for I mean, I haven't changed it since we started streaming. Hopefully the quality still looks nice. But that's the only thing I did. Yeah, I have no clue. It was I don't know what it was yesterday. It was a strange thing. Very strange. Also, I've gotten so nice. Like, I've gotten so used to how nice the game looks. It just looks normal now. I think that's sad. Here rest Sid. Respects, chat. Paid him respects. You made the game better, chat. You made the game better. Rip, Sid.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me.
Lost a real G.
But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
Killed that dude that killed so many of our friends.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead.
Sir Tyler is still alive. I'm calling it. That guy has to be alive.
Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Jill? Flawless Jill and Goots? Oh, and Lady Karen.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Uh-huh. Just missing a couple more members. Cat, did petals really fly that far away?
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
We're going to see Mummy.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
Never stopped us before, Gav.
Not that that'll stop you, but
Exactly.
you do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goots?
Goots?
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader. Assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Goots, how old are you? How old are you, Goots?
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen.
He's still going.
Glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Goots, what?
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Why do you just grab her hand like this?
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That was too good.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Well, just back to me and you and Torgal, Joe. Missed these wonderful times with you.
Did you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Goots, just walk. Goots, why are you just walking like a giant? He has to waddle, chat. Goots has to waddle. It's just what he must do. Alright, make for Bocklad. So the only thing that we didn't really do was explore the desert more, which I don't know if we would have ever got. Like, some of the stuff was off limits, but we'll see how this goes. A narrow pass through otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. Main story time. Eastern Dalmatia. We in the east, chat. In the eastern desert. Hopefully y'all are all staying warm these days. Sorry, no. You're staying cool these days. I don't think anyone's in the other hemisphere. I was about to say, what, bro? I don't go out. I don't leave my house until 6 p.m. chat.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Yeah, good boy, Torgal. Pets for Torgal. Treats for Torgal. Can we get a pet? Can we get a pet? I'll jump too if you jump. Oh, Torgal's like, get away from me, bro. Stop, you're acting weird. There you go. Yeah, it's honestly, it's gotten cooler. Just a side quest here. There you go. It has gotten cooler, which has been nice. I can honestly say that was a nice thing. It got cooler. But yeah, it's still like not a thing. Like, you still don't want to go out before 6 p.m. It's over 90 degrees at 6 p.m. Jeez. We definitely aren't cooking that hard still.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
95 plus the rest of the week? Jeez. Yeah, I mean, in Japan right now, I guess it's still, let me look really quick, chat. So at 6 p.m., we'll just go off tomorrow. No. Okay, so going off tomorrow, 6 p.m. Let's check our 6 p.m. It's going to be 30 degrees Celsius. It usually feels like 1 extra degree It'll be 86. And add 1 extra degree because it's always like, it feels like 1 extra degree higher. 87. So we're close to 90. Jeez. Talking about... Yeah, y'all is burning up in there. What are y'all burning? Jeez, 106 high humidity. Oh Lord, and yo, yes, please pray for Kenny. Do door-to-door sales out there? Do they not like what do they have some restrictions for you all so you don't have to just Oh, we gotta change this. We gotta change this because I just realized we got a bunch of crazy spells on. Nope, just stay hydrated and safe. That's it. That's it. Oh gosh. Yeah, don't. Yeah, I guess. So you drive mainly to other places and then walk, like, do you walk neighborhoods or? Because I used to have to do back in the summer. I had a job doing. I actually had a job chat where I was a meter reader, like your electric meter. I would walk around the entire subdivision that was, you know, in our service and read meters out in the summer. I did that job for about 2 weeks, I guess, because it was just so freaking hot and just like you just ride to the next next subdivision, walk that thing. It was something, chat. It was something. Park in a small, you park in a spot nearby and then walk the whole time and don't. Oh, okay. Dude, that's crazy. So they don't even give you like a company car either? They at least gave us a company car, but even then it was like one of the, you know, the stock model. So it was blowing hot air out most of the time. It was blowing some air out. It was hot air, but it was blowing it out. I was like, okay. All right, let's mess with Titan stuff. Mess with some Titan stuff here. I think it's upheaval is what we want, and then we're gonna get rid of. We'll get rid of upheaval right there. Do we want to keep gouge? Do you care to keep gouge? Well, I need to like actually move something else like a little bit over. Let's do the AoE, keep the wind up. Oh, you can use it midair? You know, I have not actually tried this attack. Why not? Why not? My company used to do cars, or company cars, so someone ruined. Oh, yeah, it tends to be like that sometimes. I feel somebody ruined it. Somebody ruined it for everyone. Which one is this one? Okay, that's the same attack. Okay. Upheaval wind. So we do have a free. We have a free slot open, in which we can Raging Fist, or we can Bring to Pain. Oh, we got options, chat. You know what we haven't used? We haven't used the Phoenix thing yet. I don't know if I care to use. Oh wait, but we need to. You know what? Let's mess with. We got so much, chat. We're so balling. Yeah, let's mess with this a little bit. This is upgraded now. What am I missing here? Earth and Fury. Upheaval. Okay, we can still kind of go in off this. Let's swap. Oh, I guess we could just do it the other way. Weird system here. Oh, multiple someones did that? Jeez, Ruin. Now you just get reimbursed for travel. Fine for gas, not for maintenance. Yeah, that's true. In Japan, we usually have a rental car. Like, we'll just get a rental car if the company doesn't have one. And then you can just, you know, work from there on.
What do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. But I know the work of thieves when I see it.
Like you?
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least...
Yeah, you'll get some rewards for my trouble. Man, let's just do
Well,
this.
if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
Well, everyone has a crush on...
Came along. Now,
telling you, chat.
Hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes
open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction.
Okay.
You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Copy that. Copy that. There we go. Pay me this low wage and everything to do your dirty work. So I would say...
I'm not sure I trust those two.
I don't trust them at all.
If there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. Well, we've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
What?
Too slow.
There's so much stuff happening.
Nice try.
There's so much happening on the screen sometimes. That upheaval attack, I can't tell which one is which. Which one was the big one and which one was the small one, Chad?
That's them dealt with.
Which one was the big one?
Where's that card?
The small one? I totally forget I had the guard move. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Chat, is anyone going to see Barbie? We got any Barbie goers or Oppenheimer goers in the chat right now? My TikTok has been pushing Barbie so hard on me, I can't even like get away from it. Shell said, heck no. Bump that noise. You had to pay me to go see it. Wait, heck no for which one? I saw The Little Mermaid last week, and how was Little Mermaid? I heard good stuff about it, right? Right, it was good? Was it good? It's good, decent? Did it live up to your favorite? That's your favorite.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
The last guy was like...
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about.
Here. Oh, these guys were legit? When he said, oh, you've done your part, now you can die. I thought he was going to say you can die or something.
Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
I don't want to help you again next time. Well, it means the game's longer. It means longer. Ruin, it's so hard to be patient to wait to use the shield, man. You know me, I'm ready to go in and hit and whack some people. I'm a whacker. I'm a weed whacker. Oh, Sonic. Oh, yeah, you did. Kenny, you finished that pretty quick, didn't you?
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least.
I feel like you finished that in like a couple of days.
On the other side.
Was it a couple of days? Like I remember you just talking about it not too long ago. Okay. Started last week. Okay. How many episodes?
To me!
They died quickly for the cause. Been going back and forth between that and Harry Potter movies. Oh, okay, it's been 8. Okay, so yeah, not too long. Okay, standard Netflix run. Sometimes I wish that they would increase the Netflix run to like 12 episodes. They rarely do it. It does happen. There are like 10 and 12 runs, but sometimes you just want a little bit more, you know. You're like, what is it costing you, Netflix? What is it costing you? Why you gotta? Sometimes you just want more. Oh wow, this is a cool little environment right here. Digging this area. The Final Sin. Okay, we went back to 10.
This is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes.
Dang.
If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance. by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Huh.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you?
Dang.
In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites.
Were young?
Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Yeah, he does sound like one. He does sound like a...
Just
Love
like
my
in this
history.
place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us.
Something not sitting right with you,
Clive?
Clive?
Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Crazy. Okay. It's nice to be back in some of the main story. It's nice. Meanwhile, Mummy, seat of the Imperial Court. Mummy, what are we doing? Audience chamber, Imperial Palace.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
He gave the throne to the kid?
Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of
What you
Sembra.
smoking, bro? You ain't dead yet. Not only that, you did disown your own son Dion over here.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it.
He's
And
like,
I can think of none better suited to the task.
Remember, the mom has fed lies to the to him, so he thinks Dion's going
There is
to betray.
other news, Dion.
Which I guess technically he will.
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm.
Bro, we coming for you.
And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their emperor.
Bruh, it ain't even you wiping people out.
These are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
If you a god, then you better live forever.
The emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Oh, not this BS again, chat. Dang. Said, son, know your place. Have another flower.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sambrek.
Father.
Dion's too noble for this crap.
I find you much changed.
Yo, stepma.
Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this?
Remember, Ultima...
I speak my mind. and my mind only.
That would be Waloed.
Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
Sleep. Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
To this little kid?
Forgive me.
Beyond,
this
nah,
audience
man.
is over.
Go leave and plot.
Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, Kenny.
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
Does it pain me when you're going to be inheriting the...
I have
6
suffered
feet deep?
worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle
base-born?
enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Mommy! Someone call security. He's causing trouble again. Jeez, every time, chat.
Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
And she does not mess around. He does not mess around every time, chat.
Ogle, kill!
All right then. I can't believe the mom. Like I need more of that drama. That drama. She's honestly like the X factor in this whole story.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But as long as we can wait their sins to end. No, you're right. You're right. She be causing trouble.
She's exactly, they took the mom from Game of Thrones and did exactly the same thing with her. Exact same thing with the character. Exact same thing with the character, Kenny. I couldn't even tell you there's like much of a difference. She might be a little bit more heartless though. She might just be a little bit more heartless though. Just because she doesn't have as much backstory to fill in. But she oh, this
closed
area.
the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
Oh, I'm done for.
If you haven't got a pass, you're not getting.
It was definitely a ride. This show was definitely a ride, Kenny. I can say that, and I watched it. I want to say a couple years after it aired, maybe a year after the final season. Me and my friend watched it together, and now that's what we do. Like we we'll play Pokemon Unite, and then we'll watch. We'll get the Masters and chill, and then we'll watch shows. We're watching Black Mirror now, the current season of Black Mirror. But it's it's good though. It's good. Oh wow. That is really beautiful. Whoa. That is kind of crazy.
How much further to Baghdad now?
It is very explicit. Yeah, it's explicit in in some ways for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, I just wanted to charge that and see about the charge for it. Yeah, me and my friend, when we do watch it, it's when y'all be asleep. Yeah, it's what time is it for? Because it's 2 a.m. in California, so it would be like maybe y'all's 4 or 5 a.m. It's like right after he puts his daughter to bed.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
I mean, y'all kind of did just have the crystal forever.
Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal!
Okay. I'm seeing a little combo I can do now with this one. No, they're all episodic or an anthology, sorry.
Very well.
Oh no. I want to do it. It's up and then slam down. But yeah, Black Mirror, none of the episodes tied together. I don't actually even think they reference each other in even like other seasons. Now, the most current season, there is a theme. They always have a theme, but this one is very much like a continuation of elements that are running through it. But yeah, Black Mirror, man, there's some ingenious storytelling in there. I think especially in the first and kind of second season, and it really does like show you a potential dark side to the world today. And sometimes it's kind of comedic. Sometimes it's like, holy crap, you know. So it's an interesting show. How is Supernatural? Because every year I try to start up a long form series, something that has like 7, 8, 10 seasons or something like that.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep going. The crystalline dominion is our only chance.
I need them crystal.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right.
Strung out on
He
these
said he'd wait
crystals,
for us
chat.
here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
That's that then. No traders pass. No passage.
Dang. Oh, I was checking to see if there was something right there. Yeah, how is Supernatural? I've heard good things about it. Does it hold up for all the seasons? It's like what, 14 seasons? Huh? It's a long. We have it here.
Water for hire. The best service.
What do you think, girl? Is it time we took to the Crystal Road ourselves?
Little watering well there. Oh yeah, Supernatural is that's like an actual series. Well, not a series. It's not an anthology. It's a serialized television show. So I know it's 12 episodes. Sorry, what 19? Is it 19 episodes a season? 20 episodes? 19 to 24 episodes a season. It's a typical run. 24 seems a lot.
I must leave for the Dominion post haste.
I watched a bit, like a little bits and pieces when it was on the CW back home.
Bloody Crimson Caravans, scooping up all the best customers.
Oh, this whole little area is... Oh, look at the little chocobo there.
I wish to engage the Crimson Caravan services. Where's the proprietress?
She's otherwise engaged at present, my lord. Come back later.
Oh, there's the obelisk. 22 hour long, yeah. Oh, they actually do an hour and a half episodes for the last
find
episodes?
a finer array this
That's pretty
side
cool.
of the strait.
I mean, it really was like the CW's flagship, you know, their flagship show for.
Farewell.
A long time. I would say it is. You know, that had a lot of fans and devoted fans at that, you know. That's all around. Yes. Well, that's good. That's good that they give him an hour and a half. That's pretty cool.
I hear the brothers found another victim. Can you believe it?
Did you watch it on as it aired on TV or? Wait, the brothers, are they doing something?
Ah, a soldier like yourself could do with hearing this. If ever you see a couple of brothers up in Lateney's Cleft, you just pass them right on by.
And why is that?
Because they're duplicitous bastards who make cutthroats and footpads look like upstanding citizens by comparison. What? The merchant dead and his murderers busy bickering over the poor bastard's wares. The brothers set to sweet-talking some other unsuspecting fool. A warrior. Now, the brave soul charges into the footpad's den thinking he's doing the realm a favour. And when he's done, the brothers sweep in and loot the bandits and dead merchant both.
Yeah, there's a lazy sort of cunning to it, I suppose. You'd think they'd run out of bandits eventually.
So close to Bocklad? Not bloody likely.
Anyway, if you run into them, you steer clear.
We already
Better
did.
yet, give them a damn good hiding.
We didn't.
I really wish I had. Thanks for the warning.
Interesting. You don't usually get that kind of a cutscene with them. Netflix? Okay. Stop that season 3. Yeah, I think, what is it on for me here? It is on, is it on Hulu? Might be Netflix. I think it's...
Drake's fangs fallen.
I have to check tonight.
No wonder everyone's taken to the
I will have to check. I love watching like long series like that in the summer. I started with ER. I think I went and did Veronica Mars. Veronica Mars was like a strangely good show, an oddly really good show. I'm not gonna lie. It was a show I didn't think I was gonna like, and there's some aspects of like, oh my goodness, really?
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in?
What do you want to bet that girl's gonna pop up again? Merchant girl?
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
Torgo. It's so hot out here.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Ruin, don't tell me they're going to make me get documents.
The only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass.
Papers, please.
Let's
Papers,
go and
please.
find Goots, shall we?
Oh, Goots has the papers for us this time. That's right, Goots has the papers, as opposed to
he must be around
last time.
They're sweet as nectar.
Hugo? Hugo, shut up, chat. Hugo, I heard my child. Give me that pow. Don't give me that pow. I heard my child somewhere. Where's Hugo? Where's Hugo? No. No, chat. I can't hear anything. Don't make me calm you. Don't make me.
My peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Is that Hugo? But as a woman now? Wait, is that his voice? It sounds like his. Oh, does that not sound like? Did that not sound like his voice though, chat? Wait, what? Hold up. Wait for her to do it again. Where's his TikTok NPC life when we need it?
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
I think it's slightly off. Also, why is she telling me to come taste her peaches? I don't want to taste your peaches. I'm sorry. I am
You
not
won't find
in
anything of this quality in Twinside.
Clive is only into flawless Jill.
The caravan stops next to the
Juicy pears. Slake your thirst without a crystal.
Now give me a real good time. Yeah. Every time. Yo, have a good one. Have a good one, my friend. Stay safe out there, Kenny. And to stay hydrated, buddy. Stay hydrated. This weekend, chat. So what we're probably gonna do is I don't want to skip Blue Protocol tomorrow, so we'll do some Blue Protocol, and then we'll also continue to play some. I'm gonna try to keep playing as much of Final Fantasy as possible. There's Goots. Like as much as possible. But this weekend, I want to do some horror games. I want to do some jump scares. So Kenny, get ready for some scary times on the Trixta's stream. Shell, that was 100%, but him trying to do it did sound really, really, really like him, but like just like the inflection or like pitch was just like or inflection, just a little off, like a little bit higher. But you could be right. I'm curious now. My ear went, shut up, chat. I need to hear, where's my child at? Ruin goes, that ain't your child, Trix. What are you talking about?
Good. There you are.
Oh,
Clive,
that was too good.
I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
Did you meet the brothers, Goots?
It's me trader's pass. It's gone.
You met the brothers,
We can't ride
didn't
the
you?
caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Oh.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and...
We're doing them, Shell.
You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child.
Where's our papers at?
Where would we even start?
Oh, it's a child? It has to be the girl.
I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
Up
She's
the top of
owner
that
of the
hill?
Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
We saw it. We
No
walked
time
past
like
there.
present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the
Yeah,
other on our
Shell.
purses.
The next time we hop into, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to finish this game up. I think we might be able to finish it the first week of
Peaches and pears.
August. Maybe if we're lucky. I think we can. I might just have to do like a really long stream. Like because we have Stray Gods. That's August 10th, and then after we have the cooldown for Stray Gods, then it's August 25th for Armored Core 6. And so I really want to have all those games going, and like Stray Gods should be not too long. It's a musical. They don't have like 30 songs in it. Yeah, Armored Core 6 is August 25th. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's August 25th. And so I want to do Tears of the Kingdom in August. So it's like Tears of the Kingdom and Armored Core. That's what I want to do. Well, Tears of the Kingdom and then like Stray Gods and Armored Core, like those things kind of like, and Tears of the Kingdom kind of somewhat finishing at the end. It's not too many games because like I said, Stray Gods, if this game were to be finished, like if FF16 were to be finished before August, that would be a miracle. But if it were, then this just coming out, yeah, they're stacking. They're definitely stacking. But I kind of want to keep the stream interesting for you all as well.
Looking to hire a coach?
Uh-oh, hold up.
It's
Who this?
10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Wait, how is she so white in the
Wait! Just don't go, El!
in the desert?
He's me mate.
Elle has that short hair, and I'm about the short hair life.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad?
How is she so not tanned?
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
He's me mate. It's me, Mark.
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Please.
Of all the...
Don't come
You're the
here.
size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which
Poor
little
Goots.
bairn could have done this?
We don't
He's very
intend to
big.
punish them. We just need our pass back. Then we can be on our way.
Clive, why you gotta look so upset when you said
I
that?
see.
We can be on
So
our way.
neither of you has a trader's pass either.
No.
Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
And she definitely looks she has an actual model, unlike Jill. Sorry, Jill must look like somebody looks like Jill somewhere, I guess. Somewhere. That sounds so horrible. But
Ever
it's
since
so
the
true.
Fist marched on the Dominion,
The Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market.
Dang, kids.
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt.
Huh. Good old...
Whoever they are,
child
they're
labor.
ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand.
Never good, chat. It's never good.
Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
Oh, man, good.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Did we just exchange business cards for a second? Oh, Seal, sorry. The Crimson Collar.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Here we get into Mommy's kingdom tonight somehow.
Out of my sight, wretch! I know you...
All these kids running around are all thieves. That boy right there,
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
pickpocketer.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Where is the rest of y'all at? I feel so bad saying that.
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She
Eloise
told me you were
collared
leading the hunt
us.
for the pickpockets.
Okay.
What have you learned?
See how it goes now.
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Jill, Jill's blocking the way for a second.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
There we go.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different.
We're gonna keep it to one video break today, if possible. We still have another one from you. Actually, I still have two, I think.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked!
I'm catching up on
Can
your
I
video
interest you-
breaks.
Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Dang.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
Shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
How hard can questioning children be? Jill, obviously.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Darn it, Hugo.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
Dang.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Don't have kids if you ain't gonna care for them.
Grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away. So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Shut up and go away.
I'll leave you alone.
Darn kids.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Gosh, it keeps going. Yeah, D, we're trying
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
all different forms of content out.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Definitely trying the different forms of content out. I don't know because it's not something that's typically on the channel, but for now we need to do a couple of things. One, we actually have to rate the food. We need to figure out a scale to rate the food, and then we also need to probably make some graphics for it to pop up on the screen or something, you know. But it's something I figure, like, we do it every stream and it's fun and everything, you know, so it's like, you know, might as well just cut it out and have it as a video. But yeah, I want to do a little bit, some extra content as well. Maybe do like a vlog style video. Maybe choose a topic to talk about for like 5 minutes or something. You know what I mean? Just something else as well. Just outside of reactions and see if something can catch, because it is, you know, just a personal channel. So I know we do have the IRL stuff, and we'll try to work that in the further we go down the rabbit hole. It's been a while since we've had one of those streams.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers.
That guy behind us.
We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Okay.
Come on, come on.
Peaches and pears.
I mean, I guess in real life, this is what you would do for a quest. I won't lie. You would talk to somebody and then have to go talk to another person. Probably go talk to another person and then go talk to another person. Did we miss something right here? Oh. Oh. Okay. This is where that leads to. Gotcha. That I'll do on my own time. Do a little connect the dots right there. But yeah, Ruin, I was thinking about just playing this the whole week, and I was
She
just
must
like,
have been the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Saturday through Sunday.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, and I'm broke.
Wow,
Enough of
Daddy,
your
I'm
whining.
hungry. And I'm broke. I figure there's, what, 20 hours left of this game?
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we robbed his boots off him.
Oh?
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our
A
guts.
peevish boy.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Wow, he just left.
Hansa,
You can,
where are you going?
kid.
So that was Hansa, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
Chase that child down. I assume it's the brother.
Can't have gone far.
Maybe, right?
I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
That line every time. Daddy, I'm hungry. And he says, I'm broke.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
I was like, where's this kid at?
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hansa.
At least hide in the bush,
I'm not going
kid.
to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Crazy how it just switches to that real good cutscene. Who is this?
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait,
hello?
we're not...
It's not us.
Don't hurt him.
Rodrigo.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Goots.
Master Theo.
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
Your sister is Eloise? Your sister? I don't even know where to start. Okay, apprentice to Karen and ally of the Hideaway, and the plot thickens. He is the proud bearer of a trader's pass that allows him to travel freely across the realm, something that is indispensable in completing the errands of Karen. Sets him, let's see, his latest task to journey to the Crystalline Dominion in company of Clive and Jill, using the pass to cross the heavily guarded and fortified border. Marks, emblems that Cid's allies distribute to those in their trusted circle of trust. It is common for the rich and powerful of Valcia to pin such marks to the bearers in their possession, that the slaves might go about their master's business unmolested. Today is not over yet, Shell. When Shell hit is today over yet? I feel like we need like one of those memes, or like, is today over yet? Is it over? We need like we need an encouraging word. The Isle of Ark. The cluster of tiny islands upon which the Crystalline Dominion stands, they are largely man-made, having been built on top of the existing ruins, and are arranged with an administrative hub at the center, surrounded by the citizens' dwellings, and beyond those, the slums in which various refugees make their homes. The glistening spire at the island's center is home to the Dominion's mother crystal. Well, you have 2 more meetings this afternoon? And ones I cannot Koroko hunt. No. Wow, that's crazy. Why do you have so many meetings today? Why does everyone have so many meetings? I just recently started having meetings. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of meetings. In one day? Like, how do they expect you to get work done? Let's have 5 meetings. What about actual work? A busy market town situated on the northeastern coast of Dalmatia, where the Strait of Otha drains slowly into the gaping crater of Damascus Fall. Okay, also known as the Thousand Tables. The street throng and merchants. Oh, because your new supervisor. Oh, are they like trying to get the red carpet ready? Trying to roll out, get everyone on board and everything? I can't speak anymore. The gate at the rear of the town leads directly into this crystal road. It's highly guarded. Okay. Okay.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
Wow,
Why would she? I'm just a back and a blade.
You're a back and
Theodore,
a blade?
at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into
So
joining
people
their
are
flock.
like shifting tasks?
I've been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
I figure everyone would just be doing the same thing. That makes any sense? They're like having everyone shift.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where is it?
So,
okay.
What's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then.
All right then.
Hansa, where are they camped?
Don't worry.
Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
He's also the supervisor of another team.
Leitney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
Wait, why? So there needs to be 2 supervisors hired, but they only hired 1. So we'll see how the other 2 meetings go. Ah, okay.
This is no time to ride.
Oh, so they took resources away from from the department and promoted someone else to do the managing part. Okay.
Faster!
That sounds very horrible, Shell. How's that job search going? How's that going? Jeez, really? That sounds horrible.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
Wow!
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
Yo, Clyde.
Well, at least we know we're on the right track.
Yo, Clyde. I need that as a clip just to show what people need to do when you need to kick a butt like that. So it's like, hey, you're doing your job. How would you like another job? Apparently this lady signed up for it. Yeah, they can't force you to accept it, so that's on her. That is on her. Dun, 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 dun.
We got company! That's the lot.
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, Shell. Like you said, she signed up for it. But I wonder if she signed up for it with the intention of it being just one department or like one team. What if they got her like that and it's like, nah, here's 2 teams.
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. And Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
Using kids. We
It'll
got
be a shame when they chop them off.
What the heck?
Then, let's make the most of it.
Scum. The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's go take out scum. Using kids.
It's that guard from Bocklad. Kill him! Kill them all!
I get used to my new. Why not? Toss him into the air, chat. Let this man get slain so hard he'll never hurt another child again. Never touch another child again. Never talk to another child again because he's gone. The fodder was too real right there. The just non. Oh wow, look at all that.
And they say crime doesn't pay.
Wow.
Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Oh, they're looking like traders' passes.
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
I was a useful little brother. She better be getting more pay. Oh, okay. That I was like, I wonder is Eloise talking about getting some pay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ruin. I'm not sure how that's going. But yeah, I'm thinking in 10 minutes we'll take a break. we'll end the stream in 10 minutes. We'll you know, wind down and start doing our video break stuffs. We still got that pizza to look at. Ruined video breaks are stocked up. There's like 3 of them at this point, I think. 2? I don't know, maybe 2. 3 with the one that was redeemed today.
That'll do, girl.
Daddy,
I'm hungry. About being a lead instead of a tech? I would not let them avoid the pay talk. Yeah.
Let me carry your goods.
Sometimes I wonder if, like, so my current job I have, it's like, it's really flexible, allows me to do a lot of stuff, live still pretty comfortably. But in terms of just like, we talked about this before on stream, just like taking that next step up. Sometimes I worry that like how much work, maybe especially here in Japan from a company, like how much work I could end up having to do just scares the living crap out of me sometimes. Maybe it doesn't scare the crap out of me. It's just like,
Clive, how goes the hunt? My
don't
brother
want
isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
to be overburdened. Because I just know my work style and habits now, and just how flexible this job luckily has allowed me to be.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail, and their demise solves 3 problems.
But can't have it both ways.
That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise.
Huh?
Here, Clive. Goods' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
Ask him to put it on his chest or something.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would
I
it
need
now?
to get them to pay you enough that you can buy new cameras and consoles on a whim.
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving, be that goods to market or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here,
Didn't see
Clive.
that coming.
This is for you.
Why did he look at me? Oh, there we go. The Crimson Compass from Theodore.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in
Lower ones?
That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Feel joined. Oh, it becomes one. The collar and compass.
I shall bear it with pride.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course.
Say 9 million?
9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
I gotta sing it myself. So that's what I wanted to finish tonight. At the very least, the breath of a lightning reduces thunderstorm cooldown by, and we got the trader's pass back. Okay.
Right then.
Cool.
Let's get this back to Goots.
Cool.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Yeah, I mean, there's also that trade-off, right? There's the trade-off of if I have to go to work in the office, right, then there's like more than likely, depending on the time frame, most offices like to start at like 9:30, 6:30. I think I would still somewhat get home in time enough to stream. I would definitely have to cut my stream times. We would definitely cut back. And then it depends on the position and what, you know, I have to do. If there's like weekend work or weekend stuff, events or something like that. So it's very interesting in that sense. You know, you guys are actually somewhat in my priority wheelhouse to keep as a, you know, it's a hobby, but one that I also enjoy hanging out with you all. So it's just one of those things that I think about when I'm choosing, or when I'm looking or hearing or browsing or perusing or something like that. Yeah, because there's that. There's also writing. You know, there's just, you know, you want to keep time for your hobbies. My last job, chat, I would get home at 8:30 every night. Usually it was 8:30 at my last job. I would get home at 8:30, and then I would try to eat something light or do something, I don't know, because, you know, there's an hour and a half train ride. There's an hour train ride from here to Tokyo usually. So I would stay up until like 1 or 2 just working on hobby stuff. So yeah, it was rewarding in that sense that, like, yeah, you working that grind, but you definitely trying to get free from it. That feeling was real, chat. But yeah, I mean, the thing now is I have a friend and he works at a really good company. He's like, yo, bro, I get home at like 10 to 12 a.m. most nights. Most nights I'm getting home around that time, but I spend like $1,000 on my hobbies every month. I'm like, yeah, Rude. I could buy what I wanted then for sure. No budgeting needed at all. My current job, honestly, it's more like 2 months, and I budget every other month to see.
Ah, Clive.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry about dialogue. And the others.
They're safe with us, but there might be little ones abandoned at the gate, and they too might turn to crime in their desperation to survive, especially if the Caststones or some other ill-intentioned element decide to give them no choice in the matter. It's up to us, those of us who can care, to see that it doesn't happen.
This being a border town,
merchants are often stopped in on their way to the Crystalline Dominion to carry out any final business in the Republic, and the locals are only too pleased to oblige by weighing their wagons down with local specialties before they leave, and lightening their purses in the process. But what if a visitor doesn't have a wagon of their own? Why, then it falls to porters like ourselves to provide one.
It did.
Lately, most pass her through journey to the Dominion in search of safe haven rather than a tidy profit. And who can blame them? Some things are more important than commerce, after all.
Why, I am what you see.
Proprietress of the balcony. Okay. There are less expensive options, it's true, but customers choose us for 2 reasons. We're reliable and we don't ask questions. Our wagons stand ready. Chat, these are literally slave traders. One way or the other. Human traffickers. To transport anything you might want moved discreetly, be that possessions you'd rather others didn't know about, or even people.
It can be a risky business.
But what we make from moving the former, we spend on improving our ability to transport the latter. You might even consider us competitors of the infamous Sid the Outlaw. He and I not reached an agreement.
Safe travels.
Does he have set time for hobbies, or is he just buying things? He has a pretty good, like, usually on like Saturdays, I want to say, or Sundays. It's one of the two. So in Japan, chat, Saturday is, while it's a holiday, it's not guaranteed off work. It's literally in the contract. You got 2 days off work, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday is the only guaranteed day off work here in Japan. What the heck? This just opened up. Oh my goodness, the side quests, they keep a-coming. Well, that's all the time we have time for the day anyways.
Brought any coin with them.
Holy crap, there's more. I'm still trying to figure out what actually what time. Yeah, he usually does stuff on I want to say Sundays. He might do some stuff on Saturdays too. Him and his girlfriend, if there isn't anything. But yeah, I mean it's a thing. Like, do you want to burn everything up until 10, 12 every day? Except for maybe you do have the weekends free. Is that worth getting home at 10 or 12 o'clock every night? Is the question. It's one of those things, but like to take the next step, I feel like I have to like figure out, I have to really look at the right company, really look at the right company. When it feels like you are living to work, I'm out. Yeah, I'd love to get y'all's opinions on some stuff off stream, maybe in Discord or something, like it's like an actual talk. Okay.
We'd be rich.
Hopefully we'll at least cross the 70% line. Hopefully. This is 69% then. Okay, we went up 71%.